All right. Hello, everybody. All right, and welcome to the Continuity Report for August 16th, 2025. It's Season 2, Episode 33. Today, MayorWatt, me. I run ohmTown.com. We're going to talk about Wednesday Season 2 updates, new Star Trek movies, The Initiative, My Basement, not My Basement, but the show, the movie My Basement, and Cool Runnings 2. Not sure what's going on with this, but this article is implying that it's going to be controversial. This is the Continuity Report over at ohmTown.com, and we're going to get immediately into the show. So this first article is over at WarCrafters. Netflix's Wednesday Season 2 is a victim of its own success. According to this article, it says that a young adult spin on the characters from Charles Addams Family cartoons was a smash hit when it debuted in 2022. After a week on the streaming service, the show had broken Stranger Things' record and the platform's most watched English language TV show. That success led to a much bigger second season, and the show becoming the largest production to ever film in Ireland. But the increased spectacle and expanded cast just leave the characters and plots feeling thin and disconnected in Season 2's first half, which dropped on Netflix a month ahead of the second half. So the article is over at Polygon. Samantha Nelson put the article together, and apparently it's become a problem. So when misanthropic teenage psychic Wednesday Addams, aka Jenna Ortega, returns to Nevermore Academy in the Season 2 premiere, she's horrified to learn that she's become the most popular kid in school after saving Nevermore from destruction in Season 1. While her friends, perky werewolf Enid Sinclair, aka Emma Myers, and nerdy bug controller Eugene Ottinger, Musa Mustafa, are happy to bask in the attention they earned for their heroics, Wednesday does her best to persuade everyone they should admire her. She's laser focused on solving Season 2's occult mystery. A murder of crows is committing murder, and Wednesday has a vision showing Enid will be their next victim. And if that is spoilery, I apologize. I've seen trailers, but I don't know if that's just an implication. So I'm going to stop right there. If you are interested in this article beyond this, go and check it out. It's over at Polygon. An expanded cast just leads to disconnected characters and plots. Let's keep going. The next article is over on the WarCrafters channel. New Star Trek movies would be closely connected to the Paramount Plus shows. Paramount Plus has become the streaming home of Star Trek, releasing 6 shows as part of the franchise since 2017, with a 7th premiering next year. But while that has been a glut of Star Trek TV, the USS Enterprise hasn't appeared on the big screen since Justin Lin's 2016 Star Trek Beyond. So Samantha Nelson over at Polygon put this article together, and it says that could change soon. Skydance Media CEO David Ellison said in a press event celebrating the $8 billion Paramount Skydance merger that he intends to double down on the theatrical release movies, including ones based on Star Trek, according to The Hollywood Reporter. The studio's co-film chief, Josh Greenstein, named Star Trek, Transformers, World War Z as franchises that will be priority for Paramount Skydance. Release 15 films a year. And it says, don't expect another Star Trek Section 31. Paramount Plus chief Cindy Holland said, streaming movies are not a priority for me in her role overseeing the streaming business. So I guess no more Star Trek Section 31. That's fine. Quentin Tarantino worked on a script that Simon Pegg, who co-wrote Star Trek Beyond, called Batshit Crazy. Madam Web director S.J. Clarkson was reportedly tapped to do a sequel to Star Trek Beyond, which would have made her the first woman to direct a Star Trek film, but Madam Web sucked. So it says the Pine series was set in an alternate universe created by a time travel, which allowed the filmmakers to ignore decades of Star Trek canon. But the new films will likely take a different approach. And that timey stuff is really kind of annoying because if you can't really relate to the person, so people kind of distance themselves from it. I don't know. I just like everything Star Trek, but I like old school Star Trek. I like Picard, Next Generation. It started getting dark in DS9. The story was very engaging and enriching, and like the world building was pretty good. But it did get a little bit darker. But I'm looking for something that's like the more positive aspect of Star Trek, not deep in the reeds conflict kind of stuff. I don't know. It's not just me. I know from conversations with people, but the simple fact is that Discovery and stuff was just a little bit too, I don't know, conflicted. And then it went so far in the future that everything is just too wacky. This is all a little too science fiction-y, I guess you could say. But I like the next gen. Strange New Worlds is hitting it like on the money. It's just awesome. Anyway, whatever direction the studio decides to go, hopefully something actually makes it to theaters. They say. We'll be talking about it. This next article is over in the Continuity Report as well. Angelina Jolie and Doug Liman re-team for a spy thriller called The Initiative. It's set to star in, Angelina Jolie is set to star in a new spy thriller called The Initiative. And it's aggregated it's aggregated into the Continuity Report, but it's from Variety. And Angelique Jackson put the article together. So Universal is in talks to land the hot project with F. Scott Fraser from Collide and Triple X. Attached to write the screenplay, plot details for which are being kept under wraps. So there isn't really much in it. It says, while the plot are being kept under wraps, the initiative looks to return Jolie to a slick action thriller that made her the box office megastar, including Salt and The Tourist and Wanted. I won't really go into all of the rest of this. You can go and check it all out because it's basically just kind of hyping up what these people have done. But this will have to be on the radar because it's a new spy action thriller called The Initiative, and Mr. and Mrs. Smith was a blast, and it's from Doug Liman, so it's going to be pretty good. The next article is over in the Continuity Report. Willem Dafoe is a mysterious tenant in the Man in My Basement trailer. Hulu has released the full Man in My Basement trailer, highlighting the upcoming horror thriller starring Willem Dafoe as a mysterious tenant looking for a room. What happens in the Man in the Basement trailer? Well, the Man in the Basement follows the story of Charles Blakey, a man who about to lose their ancestral home with a mysterious man. Defoe shows up and offers to rent the basement for the summer, and The Man in the Basement will be in theaters beginning September 12th. The article is over at comingsoon.net. Anthony Nash put the article together. There is a trailer that's embedded in the article, so if you want to watch it, go over there and click that. They would appreciate it, and I would appreciate it. We don't have a connection or anything. We just aggregate little snippets like that right there. That's about the max that we get from anybody. But then we talk about it because I want to see this. I've not seen much about it. Alongside Defoe and Hawkins, The Man in the Basement also stars Anna Diop, Jonathan Ajayi, Gershwin Eustace Jr., and Pamela Nomvet, I guess, and Tamara Lawrence. So the movie is directed by Nadia Latif, from a screenplay written by Latif and Walter Mosley. So it says, in the African-American neighborhood of Sag Harbor, New York, Charles Blakey is out of work, out of luck, and on the verge of foreclosure on his ancestral home. Knock on the door from a mysterious businessman, Aniston Bennett, brings a bizarre and lucrative proposition. Rent his dusty stand-up basement out for the summer and receive enough money to clear his debts for good. Once Charles accepts, he finds himself led down a terrifying path that confronts his family's ghosts and locks the men in a terrifying puzzle. At the heart of it, at the heart of it, race, it says. At the heart of it, yeah, that's the sentence. At the heart of it, race, the source of their traumas and the root of all evil. Is that I don't know. That's hurting my brain to say it like that. Race, traumas, and it says the root of all evil, which I'm not sure what the root of all evil is. Money. It's got to be money, right? The implication is going to be money because he let that dude into his basement because of money. Okay, and the last article is over in the Continuity Report. Cool Runnings 2 update is sure to be divisive. According to a new report from noted insider Daniel Reitman, a Cool Runnings 2 is not only in development, but will feature an all-female bobsled team. The news quickly sent users online into a debate about the film and whether or not it needed a sequel or one led by female actors. It's shocking that we even give a shit who the actors are, male or female, as long as they're good and they tell a profound story, one that enlightens and engages, is entertaining or is awe-inspiring or whatever it is that you find important. But for crying out loud, when somebody goes, I don't know, they're female, oh gosh, not another movie that has to have females in it, yuck. Are you out of your freaking mind, people? Anthony Nash over at comingsoon.net put this article together. Disney has not officially confirmed or denied the story. The report itself is one of the first that they've seen in a sequel to the 1993 movie being in development. I mean, they would have to have somebody like John Candy, right? That kind of charisma, that type of person in there, right? I don't know. Does anybody, right? I mean, if you've never seen Cool Runnings, it is a blast of a movie to watch. The original Cool Runnings was released in 1993, loosely based on the story of the debut of the Jamaican national bobsled team that competed in the 1988 Winter Olympics. The movie starred Leon Doug E. Doug, Raleigh D. Lewis, and the late John Candy and Malik Yoba. They threw John Candy at the very end. I don't know, commanding presence there. Anyway, the movie was a smash hit when it was released. It grossed over $150 million, received wide praise from both audiences and critics alike, and the film's theme song, a cover of Jimmy Cliff's I Can See Clearly Now, also found success and was a top 20 song. And that is it for today's continuity report. And the continuity report always brings us back to the front page of the continuity report over at ohmTown.com. And we are done for Saturday's combined Non Sequitur news episode. So we will take RealityHacker Wanted and the continuity report, and it'll get turned into Non Sequitur News Saturday edition. And so these three will also be turned into a podcast. Each one is its own podcast. Just look for the names. You can also search for ohmTown over on Apple or wherever really you catch pod. It should be there. And if you haven't got it from anywhere, go and download it. We also have a Discord and a Patreon and the website, of course. So go and check it out. We'll see you in a little bit. And all I'm going to do is shut down the stream, not even shut down the stream. I'm going to stop the recording. I'm going to play my outro, stop my recording, and then I'll be right back with WarCrafters. So see you in a little bit.